First, let's discuss about the data types, which are crucial in SQL. This determines how can stores the set of the values such as the text, strings, numbers, and integers. Understanding the data types also help to optimize the storage. First, we have the using the var as a char, it's a 20, and the varchar is a variable length. If you want to store the string, the 20 characters in the length, this is a maximum. The char had a column is a currently is a 255 bytes, where varchar columns contains 6535 bytes. It is if you need to store longer strings such as a long values like long strings like usernames long usernames, so that's why you go to the varchar. The most of the times we use in the SQL systems the varchar. Either it's throw something errors. The character sets, the command list of the available character sets, the MySQL. These are the each character set they're tailored for the specified language regions or performance needs. Choosing the right character set is a crucial for ensuring the databases can handle your application text and data correctly, efficient with the proper sorting and comparison behaviors. These are all the characteristic types, and this is a I show the real example next. This is a create database, the database name, and the characteristics set as the Latin. Set the either if you not set the Latin, it's a defaultly taken as the English. The next we have the text data, which is used to text columns for the sorting or grouping only first 102 bytes used, although the limit has increases as necessary. But if you create the column the free from the data entry such as a notes example note columns or holding the data customer interaction with others companies customer services determined, this varchar will probably adequate adequate if you want to store the documents. However, if you use the either medium text or the long text, tiny text is a 255 bytes and text is you can use the char or varchar. The both is similar, and medium text stores very long data like 16,77215 bytes, and the long text is indicates 42996. This is a huge number, but don't use this if you want to store the this long text data. Go with the no SQL databases. MySQL databases can, if you have the lots of users like more users, it can be increase the storage. That's why the medium text and long text I prefer no, don't use them. And then we have numerical data and create the column one uh, of the integer types like MySQL will allocated the appropriate amount of the space of the storage of the data, which ranges like 1 bytes tiny int either big bytes. The tiny ints storage the integers 128 to 127, like if you are dealing with a some less integers with low numbers like minus 128 to 127, use this assign signed range and unsigned range 0 to 255. In the small int take the negative values signed integers, and unsigned integers take the positive values 0 to 65535, and the medium int take the negative values to this number to that number, and unsigned integer 0 to 16, and int most of the times we use in the Linux sorry in SQL we use the int in the big int. We use the int is enough, but it takes some bytes. That's why if you want to certain storage sufficient insufficient, then use the tiny int or small int, unsigned integers or signed integers. If you want signed integer, use this. I show you the real example how can we assign the signed and unsigned integers. Then we have the float. The float stores the float values. It takes the decimal values, the float and the p and the double. We can use the float and doubles in the storing the decimal values. I think the float is very less time we use the double. And then we have, although we have the almost certain view. This is the type of the data refers to temporal data. Some examples with the temporal data. The date means indicates yearly, monthly, and date. It automatically fetches the date from the Linux systems and stores in the MySQL. And date time, and that indicates it stores the both of them using date and time, timestamp. And year, it's only indicates or store the values of the years. And time, it stores the time. This is the most useful when you are dealing with a certain share market data, whatever it is. It's very crucial. uh, some data are indicates the date when user logged into the system. It indicates when the user logged in using the date command. It's automatic using the date in the table. It's automatically saves the date when user logged in, like that. And date and time, and also use the date and time. That's it, right? We discuss. Let's dive into the practical example. Shows the I explain how the details. So we learn the creating the tables, working through the live examples. Let's start the creating a table.